What's going on, guys? It's Lord Love here, and today I'm going to bring you a Fafnir video. This is my personal opinions on Fafnir, first look, how to use his abilities, everything that you could possibly ever want with Fafnir. So first, gotta go to link clearing. Pretty simple. Also, note that this is not the build I would normally be using, just for using it for full cooldown and maximum movement speed. Pretty simple, you know. One, normally go wait for your ADC to clear the wave. If you need to, you can clear the archers as well. And I'll go over that one more time with you, just so you guys understand. It's not too hard of a concept, though. You're gonna walk up to the wave, and you're gonna press 1 and throw it down. And then you can reap if you need to. Except I missed. Now, I'm gonna go a bit more in depth with his ability since his lane clear phase really isn't difficult, I guess is the best way to put it. Now, a lot of people have been complaining, man, this god doesn't have CC, man, this god doesn't have initiation. Well, he kinda has both. And I can show you real quick. His initiation, 9 times out of 10, jump. Let's give you your initiation. Does a good amount of base damage, or no, actually it does a horrible amount of base damage. But the disarm gets you in there really quick. And it sets you up very nicely for the stop. Which can also slow multiple people. Depending on where you jump, you can easily get to the back line. Easily jump to the back line, press your 1, slow multiple people, and then you can do dragon form or whatever. In my personal opinion, this is the way to play Fafnir. Jump, 1, dragon form, not using this for the damage, but to reset your cooldowns, then you can 1 or jump as you need, and buff your teammates with the 2. This 2 is really important as it is AoE. If you hit multiple teammates with this, not only do they get a 40% attack speed buff, but they also get some sort of power buff. I'm not quite sure. Let me check real quick. 25% of the target's power. That's huge. Or 50% attack speed buff, excuse me. That's just really, really freaking huge. Not only that, but a tip. A lot of people think his heal is not good. But let me get up to 20 real quick and show you how much this scales in as far as mana is concerned. Okay. Just give you a pain. Alright. This doesn't scale as far as mana goes. So as far as a self-heal, it's really good. So it's 50 mana, and I get 170 health back. Not to mention it scales with how much magic power I have, so right now I don't have much. It has almost a 50% scaling on a heal. That's huge. It's really big. The fact that Brava Asclepius doesn't really help much, but that's just, it's up so often. It's a 7-second cooldown. I can constantly out of combat heal myself if I'm in the jungle, just waiting around looking for an initiate, or if I'm just downtime in mid lane, oh man, it's time for me to just press 2 and heal myself. It's a really good self-heal. I highly recommend using it for that purpose, if at all. One thing, however, I will end up showing you all the dragon abilities. So let me do, oops, I did that in the wrong order, my mistake. Let me show you all the dragon abilities real quick. And downgrade that. In case you didn't know, it's a glitch where I can stay in dragon form forever. Now, very cool thing about his dragon ability is when I jump, it'll stun as well as disarm other people. It'll stun the person nearest me. The AoE, really good for team fights, really nice heal, really nice power buff as well. One, pretty simple, as it was, just use a bit more damage, and it does it in dots this time rather than base. Yeah, excuse me. But yeah, that's really the intricacies of Fafnir's kit. Other than that, if you want to know how much you really... I'm going to go into his passive real quick, excuse me, for stumbling over my words real quick. Um, his passive is not important that you want to carry 1,000 gold on you at all times. There's no reason to ever do that. As a support player, as any type of player, you'd never want to carry 1,000 gold on you at any given time. That's just bad play. Maybe 100 if you get out of base, but typically you're going to be wanting to buy wards, you're going to want to be buying items, because those you'll eventually get the gold back, and your protections will scale, and then you also have the item. So best, I don't know quite what the magic number is, but it's best just to leave base with how much gold you have. And one more thing I want to touch on is boots. This god, you have a choice of travelers. You have a choice of really 3 boots: travelers, reinforced shoes, and shoes of focus. I like travelers on this god just because it helps with his passive. It helps with his movement speed. It really helps with his passive. It gets you really far ahead of the other support, because they're normally gonna have to build travelers just to keep up. You could also go reinforced shoes. I really wouldn't recommend shoes of focus, as that's not entirely needed. Because there's just there's a lot of items that provide cooldown. Shoes of focus is maybe late game if you have traveler shoes, like sell traveler shoes for shoes of focus, but I feel shoes of focus on this god isn't as needed as like traveler shoes or reinforced shoes, obviously. But I'm getting the video here while I'm in dragon form. I really hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment, do whatever you need to do, and see you later.